The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to a Bill in Boca Raton. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Not too much. Enjoying warm weather in Florida just like you, except on the other coast.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
Yep.
Do you listen on the internet right now?
Yes.
Cool, man. Cool.
No, I enjoy that. That's in your Tiger TV and everything. I've been watching you for years, and you've really taken this whole programming to a level that's just phenomenal.
I appreciate it.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. Well, 5 days a week, we go 2 hours a day, we go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. And for all you folks up in the Northeast, we pushing a lot of good energy up there to get those lights back on and get that snow out of there. Pretty amazing. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Create new agreements based on respect and love. Take the responsibility to make new agreements with those you love. If an agreement doesn't work, change the agreement and create a new one. Use your imagination to explore all the possibilities. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 276, NASDAQ off 52, S&P's off 31, gold contract down $26, trading at $1,720 an ounce. Silver off 92 cents at $34.32 an ounce. Platinum down 42 bucks at $1,602 an ounce. Copper down 10 pennies at $3.61 a pound. Light sweet crude down 67 cents at $92.65 a barrel. Bonds, this is pretty incredible. Bonds up 3 points at $139.24. And what is it all about, folks? King Dollar. King Dollar. We got him out of the homeless shelter last Friday night. Steve found him. We wrapped him up. We put the King's crown right back on him. Up $1.46, trading out at 76.65. Euro down 31 at 138.37. Yen, oh yeah, yen, holy cow. Intervention last night at the Japanese Central Bank. Yen up 236 or 3% at 78.18. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Well, I know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. So you're down 31 bucks. We did 1 billion shares versus 1 billion. You're not back into the lower range yet on the S&P. What you have given up is quite a bit, though. There's no two ways about that. We started off on the S&P at 1243 on Friday. Bottom line, on Thursday, rather. Baby's going to be back inside there tomorrow morning. Dow Industrials. You take a look at the Dow, same setup in the Dow. Dow back down 276. It still has to get back down more to get inside that range. NASDAQ Composite. What you have inside the composite? Composite is lower than it actually started out at. Bottom line is that you got down 52 bucks, 1.7 billion. You're under the 2690 area. Bottom line, that's in the lower range, and false break topside. That's what that was all about, folks. We go over to the Europe, and what you have in the UK and the FTSE is this. FTSE was down 159 today, gave it all back. The DAX in Germany not only gave it back, gave more of it back. So, you're doing this right, basically Europe, United States. Bottom line is that you're going to see heavier downdrafts. Why, folks? Well, let's go over to the U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar took off big time, too. On last Thursday, when we had that huge rally, the U.S. dollar had started downtown. Well, it not only took all that back, took more of it back, and you can expect the U.S. dollar to be up here somewhere around the 77.50 area tomorrow. We go over to the European deal, and what you have inside the European deal is this. Euro gave it up, gave more of it up. We're at 138.35 right now. Now, the euro had been giving it up all day, and then what you had come across the tape was that in Greece, the premier in Greece turned around and said, well, listen, Parliament agreed to the bailout, but now the citizens have to agree to the bailout in a referendum. and they had already done basically a survey on the citizens, and the citizens, 60% of them didn't like it. So bottom line is that we'll see where that shakes out. MF Global, bummer out there today for a lot of the employees, no doubt about it. John Corzine, basically huge trade, bad trade, and blew up the firm. This is a trade, too. The amazing part, folks, is this. So picture this. MF Global had $650 million in cash on their balance sheet. They did a $6.5 billion trade with $650 million on the balance sheet. Bottom line, trade went bad. Bottom line, puts everyone out of business. Pretty amazing, absolutely amazing. But that's what it did. And what he did, folks, he bought European sovereign debt. So this is the second firm from the European fallout that has gone south. The first firm was Dexia. That was the French-Belgium huge bank. Belgium and France, they just kind of separated that up. Each one of them is going to take so much out of it. In this particular case with MF Global, we'll see where the hits come. Most of those clients will go somewhere else. But the bottom line for a firm that's been around for quite a long time, it's one trade and they're out of business. Absolutely amazing. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the high-volume stocks out here. We had Bank of America down 52 cents. Citigroup was off 257. Microsoft was down 35. J.P. Morgan Chase down 193. J.P. Morgan was their biggest creditor also. ExxonMobil was off 333. Let's go over to J.P. Morgan Chase first. We take a look at J.P. Morgan Chase. She wasn't that bad. Actually, she was down in some juice. Down 45 million shares. She more than likely is going to get back inside the lower range once again, which is that 34.69 level. We take a look at the XLF, which is the financials, of course, and this is what you have inside the XLF. XLF, she's backing down, nothing heavy really, backing down with 109 million shares. The real key in the MF Global deal, folks, is going to be who is the count. Okay, so there's a lot of different moving parts in MF Global. The exchange part of it, meaning that you and I, when we're trading on exchanges, that part is cool. And what I mean specifically is that stuff that goes through the exchange every single day, the margin requirements have to be met or they don't let them trade the next day, okay? What is not cool is the over-the-counter trades that basically, at this particular point, the public, us, we don't know where those are. I suspect within the next 24 to 48 hours, we will know what the counterparty trades are. The reason being is that the initial filing in bankruptcy court doesn't have to have everything. Most of the time, within 48 hours, they get the rest of that in there. There's going to be counter-traded parties in there that will not get paid off. We'll see where that brings those counter parties, because those counterparties can be absolutely huge, folks. So we go take a look at the bond market. What we had out here with bonds today, bonds certainly are not done. Bonds went topside with conviction. Wide price spread. Volume wasn't bad. You're at 316,000 contracts. You're going into 350,000. What I expect tomorrow is that you're going to see this bond launch. I mean launch, too. Because what it did today, folks, it took off today and took approximately 3 weeks and blasted right through 3 weeks of trading. When you do that, it's going to take nothing to get to the highs. I figure we're going to be at the highs ASAP. Let's go to our man David in Clearwater. David, what's going on, brother?
And Tom, this market's got something for everybody.
That's right.
This market has got something for everybody, man. So let me ask you something. Were you trading last night when Japan decided to make their move?
You know, I wasn't because I was already. It was a beautiful thing, though. So check this out. What had happened is that I think I was sitting around smoking a cigar, and I was out in my back, and Steve texted me, though, right?
Okay.
And it was awesome, of course, because I was long the dollar and I was short the euro.
Right,
so I was in heaven. I saw her come across and says, "Thank you, God."
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Because the thing was, is after looking at the action on Thursday and Friday, I'm thinking to myself, well, odds are, this is what I'm thinking as the exchange opens up, odds are, because you know I'm riding the NQs, it's going to probably test that 2408 again, probably give it up on lighter volume, that'll be the sell signal, right? So I'm thinking to myself, getting a little slightly cocky, I'll admit, Tom, I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm going to go long, ride this thing up on the test, and then we're going to short, right? So I put the trade on at about 8:30, 8:45, something like that, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching the screen, and then I watch the thing, and I got the, split screen on Thinkorswim. I got the dollar index on one side, I got the NQ on the other, right? And I'm watching. And next thing you know, the dollar, it just explodes, Tom. It just starts exploding. I'm like, uh-oh, wrong direction, Dave, wrong direction. Dollar's exploding. Got a short. So I shorted at that point, ended up getting stopped out, and then again today at about 2 in the afternoon, we did a test on 2382 with lighter volume, and I shorted it from that point on. Are you currently shorting the NQs, or what's your position?
Yeah, no, we're shot big. Yeah. I'm shot. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Now, what's interesting, though, how did you get shot last night? I mean, get stopped out last night? Because, see, what happened last night, folks, is this. I jumped on the computer after Steve texted me, because what happened, folks, is that as the yen went up, the dollar went up, but the futures still hadn't moved. It's like, hold it, man, the futures are going to back off. So was it just you put your stop too tight or something?
Well, Tom, yeah, it might have been the fact that while you were smoking a cigar, I was a couple crowns in at that point in time, and let's just say we didn't have a good stop placement. And
I got it. No, I got it. Because, see, that was really, folks, that normally doesn't happen. Normally, when it moves, the futures should have got smoked right away, and they didn't last night, which was unusual.
No.
Right.
No, they didn't. But, Tom, when you see the dollar explode like that, you know as well as I do, my friend, when North American trade opens up,
oh, yeah.
It's going to take the price. It's going to put the pressure. I shouldn't even say North America. When the folks in Europe start trading, it's going to put the pressure on. I was looking at it, and I was thinking, and this is to show you just how you should not trade when you're drinking Crown Royal. And what I should have done when I got stopped out was long the dollar. Why I didn't do that, I'll never know. Why I didn't buy a contract on DX like right away, that's another story for a different day. But anyways, when I saw them, I was thinking to myself, damn, I wonder what Tom's doing right now. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, shit, I hope he's short.
Yeah, well, see, the big trade I like right now is this long dollar deal, because I think that's going to be the most amount of money made. I like getting on monster trades, and I like that trade, man. And what happens, see, that trade, I'm thinking I might be on that trade for 2 or 3 years. So,
Let me ask you something along those lines. Last time Japan Central Bank, last time the Japanese Central Bank had an intervention, it didn't hold that long in terms of the dollar-yen pair. What are your thoughts for this go-around?
It didn't, and what I did this morning, this is so cool what he's talking about, folks. So what I did this morning is this. I went back. Yeah, you stay right there, because I'll tell you what I did this morning, and there's not a huge amount of correlation. There really isn't. But we'll talk about it, because I want to talk about that correlation inside the commodity market also. This is Dave from Clearwater. Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.